Hey guys, it's Meme and my trusty sidekick.
Old Vinny's here. Welcome to the Tuesday at 2 live show. We're honored to have you with us today. Hope you're having a great day. A lot of cool project for you to see today. A little bit of product to show you and some announcements to make. So we're looking forward to spending some time with you today. Thanks for joining us again. If you are new, we are Meme Made It. Everything that you see in the show can be purchased in our online craft store at www.mememadeit.com. One thing we want you to do, if you're new and you haven't done it yet, subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you be part of our community and just enjoy the sweet fellowship that we share together every week. Also, we want you to give us a thumbs up. Let us know you're enjoying the video. We call that Vinnying the video. So please give us a thumbs up. We appreciate that. Just lets YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching and you want to see more. We like that. All right, my mate, what's up today?
What's up today is I'm going to show them something I thought was so cool. But first I have to say, I do not know who to give credit to, and I'll tell you why. I saw this at Craft-a-cropolis and I was walking on the floor and I have tried everything to find whose table I saw this at. So if you're watching today and it was your table, I want to give you credit. But Shannon and I even got out the floor plan and tried to see, but everybody moved their table. So I don't know whose table I walked up to. But I walked up to a Made It's table and they had made an edit to one of my albums that I fell in love with. And I'm going to show you that today. And I'm going to show you how to do it. So this is the album that they had edited. Okay. So if you remember this one, this is the one that when you open it, uses the photo sleeves. Remember this one that has, I can't even flip pages, that flips like this. And it has this flat section here for your photo, your actual photo pages to fit in. I love this album and I love these photo pages. But when I got to her table, she had made an edit. By the way, there's two in here. There's one on this side also. So you can see here this little spine. She had made an edit making these full pages and I loved it. And we are going on a Thanksgiving. By the way, if you come to our store, and I just bent that one, but if you come to our store, we have a gallery of finished projects, and these little QR codes take you right to the video. So when you come down the gallery, you can see a project and find its video. But we are going to the mountains with my grandkids and my kids for Thanksgiving. And I thought this would be fun. So I have that pick scan photo printer. Like, I don't want to pull it out because it's kind of big. It's sitting right over here. I'm leaning and touching it. But I have the pick scan photo printer, which I think Tamitha can link for you guys. I didn't warn her, but I think she can. That photo printer, we can print photos every day. My thought is, I'm trying to decide how to do this. So I have like an extra cell phone that I use for filming with. And I was thinking about taking that extra cell phone and just letting the girls run wild, take pictures. There's no apps on it or anything. And we don't do phone time, but they could just take pictures. And I thought it'd be fun for them to get to take a bunch of pictures throughout the day. Right. And then at night, we print out a few pictures and put into our folio. So we basically are a folio in real time in it. Right. But I wanted them to have a lot of space, but I still wanted it to be a folio and not an album because an album can be a little much. I thought a folio they would fill up. Also, Saturday, if you watch Saturday, my plan is to show you how I'm making my own ephemera stickers to go with this. So I've already started filming that video too, so you'll see that one soon. Let me show you this. This paper pack. Okay, you might think that's a weird paper pack, Meme, for you to choose, but I chose it on purpose. This one is Comfort and Joy. What I love about it, this is Comfort and Joy from Pretty Little Studios. What I love about it is kind of the unique kind of holiday, but not holiday theme. Do you see what I'm saying? It's kind of Christmas, but not. And our trip is not really a Christmas trip. It's really a Thanksgiving trip, but there's going to be Christmassy things happening because we're going to go see a parade of lights and a fireworks show and like Christmas lights and things like that. So I thought we need a little something that'll work both ways. And I love this one. I think this one's perfect for it. So I took some cream colored cardstock and I made up this folio. Now let me show you this, okay? This folio is the same as the one I just showed you. When you open it, this side has a pocket. I thought this would be a cool place for them to, I don't know, what are kids going to put in there? We'll find out. I don't know.
That's right.
But this is a pocket, okay? Here is where we're going to build the new mechanism. I'm going to show you the new mechanism, and here's the finished one. So what I want to do is not show you this one yet. I want to show you what we're doing because I don't want your brain to get confused, okay? So I'm gonna, if you're watching on the mobile, if you're watching on the vertical, we're gonna be working right here. So don't worry that you can't see over here. And if you're watching on the full screen, you can see it all. So you're good. Okay. But we're only gonna be working right here. What we're gonna do, and I'll show you what we're gonna do here, is we're gonna build this spine. Let me move everything over here. We're gonna build this spine that I have here that holds all of the photo pages, but we're going to put regular cardstock in it. And let me show you how you do it. We're going to start out very similar to the first one because, I mean, they are the same thing. I've done some pre-cuts here, okay? They are the same thing, but instead of using photo sleeves, we're going to use paper, cardstock, which I didn't cut. I'm going to have to do that. Hey, Shannon, I hate to bother you, but you're going to have to grab me some cardstock. It's over here in my rack. I have got some Cartabella felt in the cream color. And I just need 3 sheets of it. I forgot to cut 1 piece. All right, this piece. Let me tell you this first. The video, Tamitha, that I'm using today is the one that is called, I don't remember what it's called. Here's the QR code if you want to take a picture of it. It's not the back to school folio, I don't think. But it's this guy. This is the video I'm using, okay? And thank you. Oh, was that over there? Perfect. Okay, so what Tamitha will do is put the link for you. Oh, she's already listed that video in the chat. That video has the measures that you'll need, okay? This guy measures 8.5 by 6.5, I think. Let me check it. 8.5 by 6. Okay, so this piece is going to build our spine. Now, what you need to do is cut yourself a piece that is 8.5 by 6, and then you need to score it every 1/2 of an inch. Do you see all my score marks? They're every 1/2 of an inch all the way down. That's the work. Okay, that's what you got to do. The next thing you want to do is you want to get yourself some sticky tape. That sticky tape, there it is. It was sitting right there. I moved it. That's what I do.
Well, there you go.
Get yourself some sticky tape. My sticky tape I'm using today is like the 3/8, I think. It's going to be almost the whole width. Let's measure. This guy is 3/8. So we're going to use not quite a half is how wide mine is. I like it to be not quite the whole space because if it is the whole space, then it takes up too much. You get sticky everywhere. Also, let me show you this. On the blog post under the original video, you will find this image, okay? This image is going to help you do this because we're going to apply tape in specific spaces. And I'm also going to give you a little thing to say to help you remember, okay? You're going to go tape 1, okay? So what you're going to say to yourself, tape 1. Let me get my little block. So tape 1, okay? Tape 2. I'm putting it right between my score marks. Skip you 2 and tape again. So tape 1. Tape 2.
And do you skip you 2 again? Skip
you 2 and tape 2. You know how you say skip a few, but a few is 3, so I can't say few. Skip you 2 and tape again. So tape 1, tape 2, skip you 2, tape again, and I'll show you what you get. Okay, here's what you end up with. You get 2 tapes, 2 tapes, 2 tapes, 2 scores, 2 scores, 2 scores. Good? Good deal. Now let's fold and crease. What is this? Crafters Calisthenics.
Calisthenics, that's it.
Fold and crease and fold and crease. And I'm using felt. So this is a thick cardstock. So I'm really going to fold and crease and fold and crease. We're just going to accordion. And if you've made this album before, you know there's more taping to do. But we're not going to do it right here. We're going to do that in a few minutes. What we're going to do right here is fold and crease. Accordion style. See how I'm accordion styling it? All the way down.
That's a lot of folding and creasing.
Especially considering we're making one spine, one binding mechanism.
Well, you got to do what you got to do.
You got to.
You did have a question earlier, and it's just like a kind of a cry for mercy, a cry for help. I don't know if that might be too strong, but L. Craig said, is there a trick to using Fabri-Tac without getting it on your fingers?
What I do with it is I kind of treat it like hot glue because it'll string. And so I apply it and then I do the dippity-doo. I go dippity-dippity-doo like that. Like I twist. I twist the string into its adhesive and then I kind of pull it off and then I keep it there.
Well, Craig, I hope that helped you.
And if that didn't help, the other thing you might be asking about, and I'll show you another trick for adhesive, keep a cloth handy. And when you're rubbing adhesive down, don't rub it with your hand, rub it with your cloth. And the cloth picks up the excess and it even keeps your project much, much neater. I'm going to tell y'all something right now. This is a really well folded strip. My others were not folded this well. So if you're like, wow, May, that's why yours look like that, because this was really good. The one I put in earlier was folded like crooked. So
L. Craig said it was a cry for help. All right. So Kathy says, is there a secret to getting accordions to fold straight?
Here's the trick. Don't worry if they don't fold straight at first. Okay. If they don't fold straight at first, what you do is you put that dude on your table and you press it into shape. Okay. Then you fold it and you retrain it. Don't stress too much about getting it straight at first. You can always straighten it out at the end. Okay. The other trick is when you're folding and creasing, see how I use my whole hand? Okay. I like to use my whole hand. So I'm using all my fingers to try to do that instead of just what sometimes messes us up is when we kind of go like this and not try to help it. Sometimes you got to help it, but you can retrain paper, which is what's so cool about it. What's so cool about it? I need to cut some cardstock. I was so proud of myself for getting all my cuts done and I didn't cut these. So I need to cut some real quick. I need to cut 3 pieces. And from memory, they're 7 by 8. But you know what memory does to you?
That's right. It's kind of like assuming.
It'll trick you. Memory will trick you. So I'm going to measure and make sure I get this right. Give me 1 second to measure this. I don't have enough screen room to put it in the screen. So let's pull it off here and see. Ruler. I'm thinking it's 7 by 8.5. That's not what I said, was it? I said 7 by 8, didn't I? 7 by 8.5. Okay, I'm going to cut 3 pieces that are 7 by 8.5. And these are going to be my pages. 7, 8.5. I like to do my 8.5 first. There we go. And then 7. Lori, it worked that quick. That's not Lori, is it? L. Greg, it worked that quick. Is that Lori? I think that's Lori Gregg, right? You know, YouTube's changed where we don't see their name anymore. Now we see their @ mentions, but I think that's Lori. I could be wrong. I apologize if I'm wrong. Okay. So back to these guys. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Now that we have, okay, it is Lori. Yes. Okay. Now that we have our stickies down, okay, what I want to do is I want to peel and reveal the right side sticky or the left, just one side. You don't want to do both, okay? You just want to do one or the other. So I peeled and revealed the right side, okay? Then I've got these sheets I just cut that were 7 by 8.5. I'm going to lay this in there right to that score mark. And what you can do, if you struggle with your adhesive, is lay it to the side that's not peeled and revealed yet. Lay it down there and then come underneath and push this down to pick up. And then you're in the perfect position-ish. Because it's paper crafting, we don't do perfect. You're in a perfect-ish position. Then you want to peel another one. I'm using these tweezers like chopsticks today.
A perfect-ish?
Perfect-ish. We don't do perfect.
I like that.
So what we did was we just sandwiched this page inside of here. And I'm going to crease it. This cardstock I'm using is so thick, I will not over crease. I will definitely not over crease this guy. The more I crease it, the sharper it will get, the better it will get.
Connie, yes, we creased at a 1/2 inch all the way across the page.
All right, now I'm going to my next
So every
Couple.
half inch you have a crease.
I'm going to peel off a backer, put down a sheet, lay it onto the non-revealed side just for ease, right to the score mark. And this helps you get everything lined up. Then bring this over and sandwich it in. Whoops. I did something right there, y'all. I grabbed my page and folded it up. So let's get that back. There we go. All right. And then ergo it. Perfect-ish. All right. So see what we've done? Stuck that one on. We need to go here and peel this one and put it in the middle. Like this is where we're going to sandwich this guy. Just like this.
Did you see Tamitha's comment? She said she will need the measurements afterwards because these measurements are different than the original one.
The only measure different is this page, the 7 by 8.5. This is all the same because I got it from the blog post. 8.5 by 6 is that piece scored every half inch. Yeah. So just 7 by 8.5 for the pages. Because I'm like, remember I went to that broken blog post? I have another tip for you guys. This is a good tip. I know not everybody uses AI or ChatGPT, but I got to tell you something. I went to my own blog post today, and it was an old blog post, so it wasn't a PDF. And I took a screenshot of the measurements, and I went into Chad. That's what I call ChatGPT. And I said, can you make this a PDF for me? And put the screenshot in, and he made a printable PDF for me that created this one where I have the template. So I tell you this to say, if you're getting in these craft projects out there and they're not PDFs and they're just on the screen, copy the measures and then go in and let him create the PDF for you. And then you have a PDF for everything you're looking at, which is amazing. What a good cheat, right? Okay, so line this guy up. And seal it down. And open this one up. And then peel and reveal. You guys might notice that I'm not using my pokey tool.
The peel and reveal idea.
Huh?
Did you come up with that phrase?
Oh, no, I think it was Ronco. Wasn't it Ronco that said set it and forget it? Is that peel and reveal? Is that where I get it from?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I like peel and reveal.
I only remember hearing you say it, so.
I like peel and reveal, but I don't know that I'm allowed to use it or not is the thing. Okay, let me show y'all this. I do not use the free version of ChatGPT. I use the professional business version, and we have a team on there. That way all of my team can use, like everybody uses my ChatGPT on the team. Does that make sense? Okay, so you see what we did. 2 sticky tapes, 2 sticky tapes, 2 sticky tapes. Now, what did that leave us? Skip a 2, skip a 2, skip a 2, right?
That's what you said.
Okay. Now,
skip you 2.
Skip you 2. Here's the deal. What I want to do now is close these pieces down. Okay. So what I will do is come back here into the back side. Let me go this way. I'll come back here into the back side. And now I'm going to apply sticky tape here and here. Is that where I want to put it? Here and here. There's a method. Just watch me. By the way, you do not have to learn this way. You can learn it from the original video where you get actual instructions. This one is going to be the piece that attaches it into our book. That's what this dude is. This next dude, and you could attach them this way if you wanted to, so you wouldn't have to attach one to a spine like that. So you can like do one, skip one, do one, skip one, if that helps your brain.
Welcome in, Angelina. Glad to have you with us.
It's a pretty name.
I'm pretty proud of her. She is a pretty brilliant woman.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that's just me speaking. But
who y'all talking about?
Angelina said, I just found you. All your ideas are so great.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
And I assume she wasn't talking about my ideas. I think that was a safe assumption.
All right, check this out. Thank y'all very much. That's very, very kind. I'm going to close this one down, right? But that leaves me one open, okay? So I'm also going to do it. I can do it now or I can come back, either way, okay? Because I need to close them both down, just like we did a while ago. I'm going to go ahead and put it here and here. And I think I need one here, but we'll see. Let me just peel these first. Let me just peel these. Let's peel and stick them and see where we're at. Peel and stick. Did I say why my pokey tool is not here? My pokey tool is not here because 47 Cricut cut mats later, it's still sitting on my dining room table at home. Did y'all watch 47 Cricut cut mats? Oh, don't peel this one yet. That one's to go into the book, so I'm going to leave it. 47. And in the video, I think Timothy fixed this, but in the video, I said 30 something. Yeah, it was 30 something till I realized I didn't have enough 12 by 12. And I had to change from 12 by 12 to 8.5 by 11. And talk about a game changer in the wrong direction. All right, so we've got it almost all down. Now we just need to go close this one and this one. We want everything flat. Okay.
Timothy, can you post the link for the Cartabella felt paper?
I don't know if we have any left. We might have linen. And we might have this one. We had a lot of this cream color at one point in time. I don't know if we still do.
She said, hold please.
I'm not sure we have it, honestly. All right, so I'm closing everything down. I'm leaving that one on because that's what's going to put it into the book. Now, you might be thinking, why do we need all this? Honestly, there is another way to do this kind of thing for this book at a cardstock. I thought this was smart, and I wanted to bring it to you because here's what I liked about it. Here's what I loved about what the Made It did when they did this. I loved that they thought to themselves, this is fine, but I want it to do this, and they made it happen. And that's why I wanted to show you this today. I think this is so smart. All right, so see what we've done. We've created this booklet. This basically is a booklet, right? And then it's going to go into our folio. And again, like I said, could we do this a different way with cardstock? We could, but I just love that. I wish I could remember the Made It that showed me this. I love that they went, I want this to do something else, and they made it happen. Okay, so here is my sticky tape. And give me a second. My phone is ringing, these scam calls. This guy is now going to float in this center section. Okay, he's going to have almost 1/4 inch all the way around him, just the way I designed him. Now, let me say this. You can change this, okay? If you don't want 1/4 inch, if you want 1/8 inch, just go ahead and add to your measures. That's all you got to do, okay? I'm going to leave him just like this because he works fine. The reason he's the size he was is because he was made for photo sleeves, remember? Okay, so now we're going to just apply him down. Again, about 1/4 inch away, not exact. About. And what I love about this for my granddaughters, they're going to have all this real estate. You see what I'm saying? The only place it gets a little hairy is this last one because it's made to stand up is the way this was designed. And remember this too, with photo sleeves, they fall over. So it is a little bit different. But for my granddaughters, they just want to place the glue stuff down. Y'all know this, right? That's how kids are. They just want to glue stuff down. So let me show you what I did earlier. So you got 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay. So what I did was I cut 6 in this size and 1 in the size in the back. And what I did was I did not do these the size I normally do. I should probably show you all the finish. Let me show you the finished one. Okay, so if we come over here to the one I actually finished, which is this side, this is the same thing we just did, okay? And do you see I have 1/4 inch mat here too? The reason I did that, let me show you. These are 6 inches wide, these pieces, 6 and 6. I get 2 from one page. If I had done this 6 1/4, which is what this actually calls for, I would get 1 from a page because they're 6 by 8 1/4, I think, or 8.5, or 8. I can't remember. I can measure in a second. The problem is I wanted to get 2 from a page because number one, I was using single-sided paper or not single-sided, double-sided. The back is white. But I was doing this paper, so I wanted to stretch it. And number two, I wanted less work. Okay, because here's what I know about my granddaughters. No matter what I put in this book, they're going to cover it. You know what I'm saying? So rather than stress too much about it, this is what I did. Because I know those girls, they're going to cover every inch that they can possibly cover with photos and stickers and whatever I bring them. Also, do you see this section? I love this. This is the spine. The way we build it, it lays flat. See that? And so I even put some color there. And then these pages are just covered. And then look how pretty that little page is. Isn't that gorgeous? So these are going to get these guys. So let me stick them down. I also, like I said, I cut these to save cardstock. That's why I cut these this way. It was just best for me. Sometimes you just got to save cardstock. And sometimes
you just have to figure out a way to make what you got work.
Sometimes I don't love, that's one thing I don't love about the bigger projects. My glue is, I should have refilled this. It is almost empty. What I don't love about the bigger projects sometimes is just how much the bigger folios, how much cardstock. Like sometimes you need 2 packs of cardstock to get a good size folio done. Come on, glue. It is so almost empty. We'll see what we can do. I may not get to cover all of them. We might have to cover some off camera. Applying glue. I got the pedal to the metal on this bottle, y'all. That's how empty it is.
Diana asked what, no.
I got the pedal to the metal, asked, Shannon.
What is the mat's measurement? 6 by what? She said she was on the phone.
Hold on. I didn't measure them yet. I ain't measured them yet. 6 by something.
That's what she said. Diana asked, does the setup eliminate you from having to glue in your pages?
Okay, this mat, this inset is 6 by 8. Did I have that 6 1/8? This is 6 1/8, but that can't be right. My paper must have been generous because I just cut it at 6. So 6 by 8. I'm not sure what that question means. Let me try that again. I mean, I did glue in the pages. I glued it. Thank you. I glued them into the to the spine piece. So I'm gonna say no.
Did you tape them?
Don't squeeze as hard as I was squeezing. Shannon filled up the glue press, and now it's like, slow down. I got to throttle that. Slow down. Okay. There's that. Isn't that pretty? See, the reason I chose this paper is because to me that can be Christmas or fall. Or both. Like I need this album to be both because I know we're going to be taking some Christmassy stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Because I think we're supposed to go to watch Christmas light or see Christmas light. I don't know what all we're going to do. But I'll tell you this. That granddaughter, she's ready to craft.
Oh, yeah. That's the first thing she said last night.
And I tell her, don't you worry. I have got you hooked up. You are going to have so many crafts to do. But I'll tell you what I didn't calculate. I didn't calculate them getting here early because you reminded me they were coming early. And so I don't have any home crafts made yet, but I will. I'll get some done. I'll come up with something. I kind of wanted to do a Thanksgiving project with them where, like, this is the photo, right? But I kind of wanted to do like a thankful journal, like a project where we do a thankful journal for while they're here or something. I kind of thought about doing. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Let me tell you what. You cannot have enough crafts ready for these children. And then Sam told me that James is really finding his own way with crafting as well, that he also likes to get involved. So we're going to be busy. But I also love having that printer to take with me. I'm going to put it in, I'm going to get one of those We Are rolly bags we have, and I'm going to load it up with craft stuff. All the craft stuff's going in that rolly bag. And the other thing is, Sam told me that because they're flying home, they can't really bring a lot, right? And she's like, we won't have any craft supplies. I said, I got you. You ain't got to worry about that. They have so many craft supplies in their room, they could go in there and craft for a week without me giving them a new anything, you know? But Addie loves to craft. Actually, she was so funny last night. Tell them what she said about wanting to be here Thursday.
Oh, yeah. She wanted to be here Thursday, so she didn't miss the live show.
She wants to be on. She said, I want to be on the live show. She's so funny.
Okay. Angelina asked a question about cutting machine. She says, I don't have a cutting machine. Are measurements on your site like for your pillow box for gift cards?
Most of the stuff I do is sans cutting machine. Most of the stuff I do does not use a cutting machine. I've only recently started doing Cricut videos for you guys, like adding them to my repertoire. I've always used the Cricut and I teach the Cricut, but I rarely use it like on my channel. Most of the stuff I do is not 90%, no, 99% of what I do is measure so you can just make it. Like this is not from a cutting machine. This is, I mean, your trimmer is from your trimmer. That's it. All right, I got one piece to put back here. And see, this is the one that doesn't lay down easy. So I got to kind of maneuver it. Let's see if I can do that number. Stay.
Well, so far, Melanie, we have 2 new ones coming next year.
Praying for 3. Praying for more. So y'all be praying.
For a 3rd one.
Be praying. Be praying. We love that.
Mackie, we are going to Chattanooga.
A really quick turnaround, but I'm just going to tell y'all something. Everybody's so excited. Like there's a group chat. There's been phone call. Like we're so excited. We're really trying to turn this into like a 9-day vacation, but it's not going to be that.
Yeah, it's really only about 3 days.
It's 3 nights, right?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
No.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
We come home
so 4
Saturday,
days,
so we got 3 nights. So this is what I'm going to be taking for them to do. And let me see, do I have it here? Did I bring those stickers back in here? I feel like I did. I'm working on, so you guys had asked me to do a sticker video, how to make stickers on the Cricut. And I'm working on that for you guys to see for Saturday. Cricut has made it literally mindless to make a sticker. Like honestly, so easy. So you'll love that. You'll love that video too. So there it is.
Yes, Tamitha, 2.
Oh, stop at that. Look at y'all. Y'all are close. Tamitha's close. No, are you close to Chattanooga, Tam?
No, she's closer to Gatlinburg.
That's right. That's right. You know, Mackie, we are blessed with our family. They really have a good time together. And listen, we also have Sam's parents are coming too, and we really enjoy them as well. And we have been so blessed with even the in-laws.
Yep.
I'll tell you something funny. We were at church Sunday, and we're having our Thanksgiving lunch. I'm gonna glue while we talk, and this was so funny to me. So they said our pastor stood up. Now, if you don't know, my son Joe dates our pastor's daughter. Okay. And our pastor stood up. His name's Jeremy. He stood up and he was telling everybody who could go eat first. It was staff, visitors, and seniors. No, it was staff and their families, visitors and seniors could go first. So the first thing I said was, clarify that senior age, please. First thing I said to him. And he just laughed. And then a minute later, I went, wait a minute. Next year, we get to go in line early because we'll be staff family next year. So I kept telling him, like, this is my last year to be at the end of this line. And I was just teasing because I don't mind being at the end of the line, but it was funny. I'm like, that's it. Next year we're family. But God has blessed us so much with all our families getting along too. We all could go on vacation together and I think we'd have a great time if can you imagine everybody's parents? That would be a lot of fun. I think it would be good. I've actually said I want us to have an extended family get together. The problem is having the time, just having the time. Nope, you don't have to be a member for the videos. The videos come up. Here's how my videos work. We do Tuesdays at 2. We do Thursdays at 5:30 live on YouTube. All those are live videos. Right now through December, I'm doing mini lives, which should have one tomorrow, a mini live. And then Saturdays are 6:30, and I try to do a Sunday video. I'm going to get back on track. I'm going to get my life together and get back on track with my Sunday videos. I'm going to show y'all something else I'm doing. I didn't have enough of this stripe to do these spines with. So I'm going to kind of cheat it and just make this happen. See, I'm just going to make this happen. I just think I can. I don't need a whole lot of it, but I don't think anyone will notice. I'll have to do a little piecing. I have to do a tiny bit of piecing, not much. But that way I can keep that cohesive stripe. And by the way, my grandchildren do not care about cohesiveness. They don't understand. They don't care about that. You like that? So I'm going to get my life together. I am eventually going to get my life together. I say that all the time, though, don't I? That I'm going to get my life together.
Well, we both say that.
Things are better, though, because we did have a lot going on. A lot. I mean, I feel like we can breathe now a little bit. And with next week being Thanksgiving, we get some time off. So that'll help too.
So speaking of that, are we doing a video Tuesday? I know we won't do one on Thanksgiving like normal, but.
Do you want me to do Tuesday?
I mean, I don't.
Vinny always wants us to do a video.
I mean, I hate to not, but it is, Thanksgiving week, and we normally do take off Thanksgiving
I said
week.
I was taking off next week. I don't know. We'll see.
So do y'all think y'all would show us some grace and mercy and let us have next week off and not have to have a video?
Well, they will show us grace and mercy. It's will you.
Me?
You're the one who loves a video, loves a live show.
I do enjoy live shows.
This little one right here is tough. The other thing I like about this, if you're going to do this kind of thing with your grandkids, like if you're going to prep something to take for them to do like this, I'm telling you, doing the work, like doing this part is so good because we sometimes don't believe this, but our grandkids really do want things to turn out well also.
Yes.
They really don't want to just slap stuff down, or kids, period. I don't care if it's your grandkids or whatever. They want it to feel like it's complete. And so for them to be able to start basically just decorating, they're going to love that. They're going to love that. All right. I am piecing these last little bits at the top. And then this guy is ready. He is ready to go. The reason I say we'll see about Tuesday is because if I know Addie, she's not going to want to take off.
Addie's going to want to be on a live show, whether we do it from our house or from here.
Addie is not going to want to be off. Can I tell you what else I'm blessed with? So my daughter-in-law, Samantha, loves to plan and prep things. Like she loves it. And my son loves to cook. Two of my sons love to cook. I mean, it's so amazing how we're just basically going to go and just buy our portion of the groceries. And like I told her the other day on the phone, I was like, listen, I can make a recipe. I said, no, I can't come up with it. I'm not going to be able to like stand there and make something from taste.
Let's see. Addie is 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Addie's 7 and Emmy's 5. James will be 2.
Check it out.
Next year. So
I like this.
1.5.
I think it's going to be cool. So the stickers I'm making, let me tell you about the stickers. You'll learn more whenever I show it to you Saturday night, but I was being very specific for this album and for this event. And so I just went into Cricut and I just started pulling in images that would work that I could turn into stickers. And the reason I wanted to be stickers is because here's the thing. As much as I love ephemera, because we're traveling, it's just kind of one less thing for us to have to do. Like the girls get really happy with glue. I'm going to take glue, but they get real happy with glue. I might even not take liquid glue. I might take tape runners or sticky tape because sometimes that glue can get on places I don't want it, but they will love having stickers. And I've made one sticker that can be the title, the whole thing. And I think it'll be cute. And we'll just package this. And I have my leftover paper packed already and some of my scraps in here. I'm going to add more of this in case they want to mat photos. They don't really care about that stuff, though. The matting and all that kind of stuff is not really their thing. That's more our thing.
They do love some stickers.
They like stickers and they like sticking pictures down. And I have tried, like, let me show you this. Nah. Let me show you. Nah. Nah. They don't want to know. So I just let them do their thing. And I typically just learn from them. So that's going to be one thing we do. I'm also taking little craft kits because this is my plan. Y'all tell me what y'all think as a grandparent, okay? My plan is not to tell them what I have in my Mary Poppins bag, but to have more than we can make. So that, because I know, y'all don't know Addie. Addie's going to be like, let's make something. Let's make something. What was it she said? Oh, she said, did she say this to you, Pops? What's the first thing you're going to do when you see me? Is that what she said to you?
Something like that.
And you said, I'm going to get a big old hug from you. That's the first thing I'm going to do. She said,
Big old Alabama hug.
she said, Grands, what are you going to do? I said, the first thing I'm going to do when I see you is I'm going to scream and run. And she looked at me. She said, you're trying to light me up, because we have this joke that we light each other up. And I said, that's right. So now we have this idea that when we see each other, we're going to scream and run from each other.
We got a super chat today.
Thank you.
From
I'm quick.
1946 Pammy Bear. I'm going to try that. I may not be right, but
Thank you so much.
the crowd goes wild.
I have to tell
Thank
something
you.
else she did to me. So Addie has not been very good with jokes. I'm a very big sarcastic joker, and she's not been very good with it for a long time. And she literally asked me to stop joking. So I stopped joking. I said, I'm going to do my best, Ads. I'm not good at this. Well, last night she said she wants to see my Christmas decorations, but I said, I'm not going to show you until you get here. I want you to be surprised. There's nothing surprising. It's just she always typically early in December, we do a home tour, a FaceTime home tour. She shows me theirs. I show her mine. I said, not this time, because you're going to be here Thursday night. We're going to wait for you to see him. So she's talking to Pops last night, and Pop says, notice how I'm keeping this phone close to my face so she can't see the decorations. And she said, I see that tree in the back. And I said, that's not a tree. It was just lights. And I said, so a few minutes later, I said, do you want to see the tree? And she said, yeah. And I went, psych, like that. So this is my favorite. Right after I said that, she said, we got our stockings hung. I said, you do? She's like, yeah, you want to see him? I said, yeah, I want to see him. And she went, psych. And I went, oh, she's getting it.
But she
I
didn't
love
quite get it, because she still turned the camera.
She still showed me.
to
She
the
still
stocking.
showed me. But I was like, she's getting it. She says, psych to me. She was so funny. I love that. I love that she's coming around to my sense of humor. Some people may not be happy about that, but I am.
Yeah. Some people might not be.
This is stunning.
We did get a little bit of product to show you today.
You guys, I just saw this for the first time.
And I will say this, you do not want to miss Thursday night's live show. There's some big announcements coming Thursday night.
You guys, I think I need to cut this in a second. Do you mind if I cut that?
Babe.
All right, this is in stock, new in stock. Y'all, I feel like this is an album. I feel like there's an album in this.
Ooh,
I'm going to
excuse
show you
me.
that in a second. This is really good. This is nested rectangles. This is 1/4 inch score tape. This is the 1/4 inch of what I was using today in 3/8. That is back in stock. These are the peelables. If you're not familiar with peelables, you need to buy yourself a pack. Get yourself either like this one for family and friends, or get you something that can work all year long. But the Christmas ones are incredible. But these peel off of this sheet to go into your cards, and they stick down kind of matte finish. They're not shiny like a sticker. They're matte finish, so they kind of blend in with the page. They're so, so good. And they're all different kinds of sentiments for different occasions. These are family and friend peelables. There's 72 individual verses on here.
Tammy,
Really good.
Slow down just a touch, because she's having to post in 2 places.
As much as I was drooling over this one, I didn't. I was drooling. I can't wait to play with that. That's why we got to do it in a second. All right, I'm going to sit this down. That's not the last thing. That's the second to the last thing I have to show. Watercolor cardstock. We were out of this, so this is a restock. I asked Amber to get it back. This is 10 sheets of 8.5 by 11. This is beautiful watercolor cardstock if you don't have it. Thank you, guys. Those peelables are great. A lot of people love their peelables. I do not blend ink to hide the edges. I think when you put them down, if you rub them down really good, I mean, people really have to look. If you're using matte finish, if you're using a similar finish cardstock, people really have to look. All right, I'm going to come back to this in a second, but I got to show y'all this. This is not new. It's just new to MayMayMadeIt.com. I decided to bring it in. This is the Tombow glue pen. Have y'all seen these before? I wish I had this when I was doing my gingerbread background. Not really. My glue press did just fine. But let me show you what this does. I feel like this is the time of year you might want this for things. When you're doing little tiny work, this is a pen filled with glue. And it's filled with Tombow. There's glue on my fingers. It's filled with Tombow glue pen. And let me read the packaging to you. Let's try to put it back together and see if we can read it to them. The packaging says, I'm putting it back together. The packaging says, easy non-squeeze applicator for precision control. Mess-free glue won't stick to hands. It does a 1.0 millimeter line. It leaves no excess glue on a project to attract dust and grime. You recap it between use and it's non-refillable. Now, here's the thing. This is mono glue, which means it is not two-way glue. I think I'm right about that. You know, their two-way glue gives you permanent or temporary. This is mono. This is a permanent bond. It's photo safe. You have pinpoint application. It dries clear and it's mess free. And it says to use it. One moment. Remove the cap. Press and roll onto a surface with slow, steady pressure, and then recap after use. So if you wanted to, what I love about it is, look at this. I mean, it's a pen nib. So you'll be able to use this for tiny things. Eyes. This is not ideal. Well, here's something kind of small. I mean, it's not really. This is a note I have for later. We'll use this. So you write your glue on. Is mine running? Let me get it running. There it goes. So you write your glue where you want it. Okay. See if y'all can see the glue. And then you stick it into place. It is nice for no messy if you're doing tiny stuff. Nice for that. So I love this. Just got this.
Have questions about it. Will the Tombow glue pen work to foil or emboss hand lettering?
Yeah. Foil, if you have the kind that works with glue. Now, this is not a two-way glue, okay? This is not going to be sticky like Tombow two-way. This is mono. This is just glue. So when you put it down, you've got until it dries. You know what I'm saying? And what was the other question?
What was it?
Foil, hand lettering. Yes. Yeah. For your hand lettering, you're saying, would you be able to write with it? I get what you're saying. Would you be able to write with it? Let's just see.
She said hand lettering.
Yes, she means writing and then foil it. I bet you could. I don't have any foil. But look, I bet you could. See, it writes my name.
Yeah.
So I imagine it would work. I just don't have any foil right now. I'm out. Oh, one more thing. This is back in stock. This is back in stock. I love that. It's very hard for Mama to read directions. It definitely is, especially when I rip them in half because I'm that person.
She does mean handwriting.
There, that's what I thought she meant. Okay, y'all want to cut this? Maybe I should save this for a mini live. It could be tomorrow's mini live. I should do that because
save it for a mini live.
Here's the reason. I think I can see a book in this. Can y'all see it? You see how big this is? This ain't little. I got to get my ruler back out. Me and this ruler. This guy, the big scallop.
7 inches.
7 inches. I feel like this is a mini live and I feel like this is a book. I feel like the scalloped edge is the outside of the book. Why it works, why it will work, I guess I should wait and tell y'all later. But the reason this is going to work is because the way they designed this die. Because let me show y'all this. So you have big and layer. You see what I'm saying? You have scallop, big, and then layer. In other words, this is not a frame. These are pages. This is good. I think I want to do it as a mini live because I think I want to focus on it. I wish I had some foil because I would just test it. Do I have any leftover foil? Hold on. I might see some scraps over here. I see something. We'll just test it and see. That's what I do. Ain't it?
Pretty much.
It's what I do. Okay, so look for that tomorrow. Let's do this tomorrow. Maybe we can do it in the morning. Okay, let's get out some foil. This is some scrap foil I've got. And let's write. Ooh, that foil smells good. Let's use the smoother side of the page. All right, so it's wet. And I will place this down on top of it and rub it down. Burnish. Now, because this was wet, I probably need to let it dry. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's going to work like sticky. I don't think that's going to work. Oh, it flattened because it was wet. All right, let's try it a different way. The glue squished down. Let's let it dry a second, then we'll try it. Can you see how the glue squished? You can definitely see it here. It's squished out. So let's give it a second to dry on the page. Then we'll try it. I don't know if it's had enough time. Maybe I won't use my presser. Now I can press. Nope, it dried before I got there. Nope, it's dry. Oh, do I have this upside down? I have the full upside down, y'all. I kept thinking it was sticking. Yeah, it's not perfect. It's not perfect with this full. The glue flattens and goes away. You know why it is? It's because of the ballpoint. It's because of the ballpoint. The ballpoint pushes it. Can I write lighter? Nope. What happens is the ballpoint pushes it away to the edges, so you're not getting a line here. You're getting the outside line. Yeah, I like the two-way glue better, or sticky tape even, something like that, because that's just not really making it happen. Nope. I didn't get this for that, though. I got this for tiny pieces. Like, if you're doing, I think this piece is about done. If you're doing faces, okay, so like when we were doing, let me show you. When we were doing these, for this little guy, this is so good for these little pieces. Remember how we had to put glue and down this little side and stuff like that? I loved this for that. Loved it for that. And when we glued these little guys down, this is what made me want it. Because I was using my glue press, which worked fine. And like these little guys right here. How many of y'all took the Spintastic class and had so much fun? Oh, it was so much fun. Here's that one again. So I'm thinking I like this for that. This for that. Also for who I think was our favorite card was this little guy. When we were putting all these little colors, those little colors down, this little pen would have been real handy, wouldn't it? And for putting his little eyes down and all that. That's what I wanted it for. All right. I'm going to put this down. Yay. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. Okay. Anything else? That's it, babe. 1 hour. We did it.
You did very good, babe.
We did it. We got a puppy that needs her lunch.
Yes, she does.
Not really lunch. She eats 4 times a day. You guys.
I've never seen a dog in my whole life that eats as much as she does, as fast as she does.
She has been checked by the vet. She has had all of her treatments, everything. Okay. Because that's the first thing I did was like, why is she eating so much? This baby's metabolism is so high. And she's active. She's real active.
She is.
Her metabolism is so high. I'm feeding her 4 times a day. And
not small servings.
No, actually, I put the food. I'm a big ChatGPT person. I put the kind of food we use, and how also something I didn't realize, which I guess you should always realize this, but something I didn't realize. I've just always fed my dogs what's recommended by my vet or their trainer. Like Beans, I fed Bean what the trainer fed her, and then we started giving her more than that. But when you do the food calculation, even if you have a puppy, you look at what size they will be, not what size they are. So when Chat redid it, that's when I got to this number I'm at right now. And she's starting to really bulk a little, not a lot. She's not chubby, but she's starting to bulk. The problem
she does have big feet.
Massive feet.
No thyroid issues.
She has been checked. This baby has been checked more than my big dogs, like more than them for everything. But what we finally did was we got to the right feeding amount, because I remember I kept thinking back.
Mac, I'm going to tell you something. We tried one of them puzzle plates.
She cries about it. I mean, she uses it, but she cries.
Has a come apart.
Yeah.
I'm talking about literally barking like crazy,
Sometimes-
growling, fussing.
Sometimes I still use it because she's changed so much, you guys. So when we first got her, do y'all remember me telling you she cried when she ate? Do y'all remember me telling you that? I've never had a dog do that. She would eat and whine while she was eating. And I was like, why is she crying? And I couldn't figure that out. And the doctor's like, is she eating? I'm like, yeah. You know, what does her look like? Where everything's good, all that kind of stuff. So she got to where she stopped crying when she ate. They began to think that was just because of how she was fed in her litter. Like they were fed together, so they kind of fought to eat, and they felt like that. And I think some of this is that too, because of how aggressive she is when she eats, not at us, just getting the food in her, right?
Yeah, because you can pet her while she's eating. She don't growl.
Tails
she
wagging.
Don't fuss. Yeah.
She's
Bean
fine.
is the same breed dog, and Bean weighs about 45 pounds. So I feel like she will probably be around the same size.
But I'm not sure, because I think she might be slightly bigger. And the reason I think she might be slightly bigger. Okay, so I've been thinking back to Bean.
Papy Crafts gave us a super chat. She understands we have to feed a puppy.
Thank you. Here's what I was thinking about Bean. When I would take her to the doctor, I remember this because my vet knows what a weirdo I am about everything. And I said, I cannot feed this baby enough. I remember that with Bean too. And he said to me, I want you to calculate her food based on, I want you to feed her till she leaves a little bit in her bowl. That's the amount. Like move it up until she leaves a little bit in her bowl. Bean was not a crazy aggressive eater. Bean would just eat, but she just would eat as long as I would let her, is what it felt like. And she wasn't really gaining the weight we wanted her to. So finally we got Bean to that point, and it really wasn't that crazy. I don't remember it being 4 times a day and this much. So anyway, with this little one, when I did the research, because we've had all the testing done, that baby has been CAT scanned with contrast from her head to her tail. Like this baby has been looked at. And once we got her food to this amount, she started gaining weight. She is gaining now, and she's kind of bulking. And the research tells me it's her metabolism, because that's what I've been battling, is her metabolism since doing all the doctor stuff, since the doctor said all the stuff they said. And I remember Dr. Cox saying, feed that baby until she left a little behind, which puppies don't typically do that, but that was a trick for what Bean was going through. So when I think back to Bean, Bean also ate a lot, just not as aggressively, right? So anyway, puppies should rest a lot. They should rest a lot. She is not a big fan of resting. She will rest. She will. But she's too curious and inquisitive, and she wants to be where the big girls are. And, she's a litter puppy. She wants to be playing in the litter, right? So anyway, we started leaving her out more, which means she's getting more exercise. So it also changed her metabolism. So I've been having to keep up. Well, I noticed this, and I feel like we're on the right track. I noticed yesterday she walked away from her food bowl twice with about a tablespoon left in it. And I'm like, we're getting there. She knows food's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She's on her schedule. We got her schedule right. I feel like we're in a good place. She doesn't cry for food in between meals. Like she's not begging for food or anything like that in between meals. She doesn't go to she knows where her bowl is. She doesn't go to her bowl in between meals. None of that. And I think we're getting there because she's leaving little morsels and not as interested in them. Right. And I think her body looks good. I meant to ask Thomas yesterday what he thought.
She's interested.
Right. I meant to ask Thomas yesterday what he thought, because he hadn't seen her in a while. And the first time he saw her, we were like, she's a little thin. I'm like, yeah, I can't feed her enough food. But I think we've got her there now. I really do think so. And she's resting really good, because she'll come in the house and rest, which is what we want her to do. That's what Bean does. I'm just trying for her to be like Bean. I know they're not going to be exact. I already know that. But I'm trying to watch what Bean did versus what she's doing. I will tell you this. Oh my gosh, this is the cutest thing ever. So we're teaching her to sit before her food, because that's another thing Chad told me, not my doctors, but Chad said, teach her to sit before you give her food to slow down the anxiety. That's what it is. It's like she's so anxious to eat. It's like if you make her sit and then put her food in the bowl, she'll calm down. So here's what I love. We open the door, she runs in the house, she goes to her bowl. And if I go get her food, she's already sitting. She's sitting over there waiting, right?
Oh yeah.
I get to her, she's sitting. Well, the other day she was eating her food, and I'm also trying to feed them all at the same time, because I don't have the time in my life to feed these girls separate. So I'm trying to teach them, which means right now I'm having to be with them. So I put Bean's food in, I put Presley's food in, and she's already eaten her food. I turn around to pour Bean's food in her bowl. And when I look, Bean is sitting because we taught Bean to sit to eat, get her food. And that baby's sitting beside her like, I'll take some too, Mom. I'll take what you're giving her too. And I'm like, oh no, Maggie May, yours is over there. And
She's
she was,
ready.
boy, she will sit. She's a sitter, isn't she?
Oh, yeah.
She's good at that. We still got other stuff to teach her. Lots of stuff to teach her. What's the next thing you want to teach her?
I don't know. Stop peeing in the house.
She's
That's one
doing pretty
thing.
good. I know you said that. Here's the thing. It's kind of hard for us because the last dog we have was Presley, and Presley trained as a puppy really well. Like, she's a weenie dog, so weenie dogs are never 100% trained. I don't care what anybody tells you. A weenie dog is trained to do what they want to do. But
Yep.
she trained as a puppy really well.
Excuse me.
So, and Bean trained as a puppy really well. But I don't know if that was because of how we trained them separately. Remember how we had them separate?
We just have to go back to what we know works, and that means they stay in their kennel unless they go outside until they're trained. And we're really struggling to do that. Let me rephrase that. You are really struggling to do that.
I like holding her.
I know.
She just is I can't help it. She looks at me and I'm like, just come sit with me.
Mm-hmm.
Just come sit. But honestly, I'm gonna say this, and I know you're different about this. I think for a puppy, she's doing really well. She's learning, but it takes time. She's still, what is she? She's not even, how old is she? Not even 5 months. She's not even 5 months, 4 months.
No, she's 14 or 15 weeks.
So how old is that? 3 months?
12 weeks is 3 months.
I think she's doing good.
So she's less than 4 months old.
Then he gets frustrated with that, but it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter. He gets,
I don't really need a nap. I just yawn.
No one really loves the puppy training. All right. Y'all should see her sit. I'm telling you.
Maybe over the holidays we can get some video.
She's the cutest.
Before they go to
the thing about her, I forget how cute Bean was.
Oh yeah.
Bean is still a gorgeous dog, but I forget the chubby dog, the puppy face. You know, Bean's, is this called a muzzle? Nuzzle?
Mm-hmm.
Muzzle?
Her muzzle.
Her muzzle is thinned up. You know what I'm saying? Because she's an adult now. But the puppy's muzzle is chubby. It's just the cutest thing. Like hers is rounder. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, it's not
not crisp
as Beans at this point.
And oh my gosh, she's the cutest thing I've
Okay,
ever
somebody keeps saying that we're not getting any likes today, any thumbs up. Who's not been in the video? It says there's 344 people watching, but only 70 thumbs up. That can't be right.
I got more people watching than that. I was told there are two kinds of dogs, those bred to work with humans and those bred to work alone. My min pin was the latter, just like weenie dogs. Hunting dogs are the former. Another pup in a doggy door. We don't have the ability to do a doggy door. I wish we did. I don't know that I wish we did or not. Vinny doesn't love a doggy door because of other varmints.
Yeah, because even though we're kind of in the city, we kind of ain't in the city, and there's coons and coyotes and foxes and all that kind of stuff that hangs around.
My fear would be a possum coming through my back door.
Possums,
it would not
raccoons.
end well for me.
No. No doggy door.
It would not end well for me. It would be so bad.
I appreciate those of you that realize you forgot to give us a thumbs up.
But I do want to tell y'all that Maggie is spoiled and that she's doing really well. And I'll try to get some footage. I don't really have any footage of her since the throat scare. By the way, her throat's doing really well. This morning was funny. This morning she was coughing a little bit, but then it's like she knew I need to drink a water. She went and got water and it stopped. So I wonder if it's just still healing. I don't know. Feral cats.
Yeah, no. That would not be friendly at my house.
So far, we don't have a lot of strange stuff in the backyard because of the girls.
Well, yeah.
We have in the past had some stuff in the backyard.
We have found some stuff that didn't survive the backyard from our weenie dogs.
Let me tell you something. My weenie dogs, they tough. The ones we've had. Presley's the last one. And I'm going to tell you what Presley's done, which is so funny. And I knew this would happen. Because I'm really puppy-centered right now. She is all about Vince.
Oh, yeah. She sits in my lap all the time now.
She's all about him.
And just looks over there like, I don't need you.
This morning, I could not get her to come in the house. And that's not like Presley. I was like, Presley. And Vince went, come here, Presley Pooh. And she just, la, 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 la. It's like, she's just like, I got enough of you. But then last night he had to go somewhere and she was left with me. You know how they're always left with the other human? It doesn't matter which one it is, but she was left with me. And Vince says to her, she is my dog, by the way. Vince says to her, you can go sit with your mama. And I'm like, what is this? You can go sit with your mama stuff. So she comes and sits in my lap and she nudges my head. So I start petting her. On my hand, I start petting her. She nudges it again. I start petting her. But she is all about Vince right now.
Hey,
all about him.
Our Winnie dogs killed a rabbit and they killed a snake.
The snake's the one that freaked me out. I don't even know how they did it, but every one of them was bit and every one of them killed it.
Oh yeah.
Everyone had bite marks. It was not a no, it was clearly not a poisonous. I mean, I don't know.
No, it was just a
I don't know, because dogs sometimes aren't affected by that the same, but they all had bite marks and that snake was not with us anymore. So
it was in multiple pieces.
They are tough. She's frustrated your attention. I think she is a little frustrated with that because I'm in puppy mode. She's a little jealous.
But Bean is too.
Bean is also a little jealous, but they get their mama time. I make sure they do. But this morning she was letting me know that if Daddy calls me, and he even said, let me call her.
See it. Let me get her.
But she's
okay.
She's a good girl. She's something about Presley I think is interesting. See if you've noticed this. She's very concerned. Have you noticed it? Like she's not as worried about herself eating as she is what's going on. Mm-hmm. She's concerned about what's going on. You know, the other, like Bean's like, just put my food down. I don't care what everybody else eats. Let me eat. You know what I'm saying? Presley's not like that. I put her food down and she's too busy. Where's Dad? Where's Mom? Where's the baby? She'll even keep up with the puppy. Like, where's the puppy? You can see her look for the puppy. If I put the puppy in her kennel by herself, Presley has to go check on her. She's like being mama. Mm-hmm. So I think that's cute. All right, you guys, we like to end every one of our live shows with prayer. Vinny's going to pray for us as we head out. Thank y'all so much for being here today. Why don't we do this tomorrow? I'll do a mini live. I'll shoot for around 10-ish. I can't promise, but I'll shoot for around 10-ish and see what we can do. And also, when I do this, I'm going to be showing y'all my new embossing machine. I actually have 2 or 3 new ones, but I'm keeping one for myself. It's not in here right now. It is somewhere. But I'm going to show you my new embossing and die cutting machine when we do it. So I'll show you. It'll be 2 in 1. And then I got an idea about this. I just think it's going to be real cute. So we'll see what happens. All right. You want to pray for us?
Yeah, let's pray. Hey, God, thanks for this day and for your blessings. Thanks for your provision, your protection over us, your guidance, your comfort, all that you do for us, God, that so many times just goes unnoticed. I thank you for your love and your mercy toward us. You sending your son to die on the cross to forgive us of all of our shortcomings, all of our sins, all of our mistakes. Lord, I just can't imagine how much you love us to sacrifice your only son for us. And I thank you for that. I pray, God, that your peace, your spirit, your comfort would be with each person watching today. And I pray, God, something we did, some laughter we shared, or a word we spoke, showing these wonderful people how much you love them and how much you love us. We give you all the praise, honor, and glory for what you did today and what you're going to do tomorrow. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. All right, you guys, thanks for being here. Hope you enjoyed this today. I'll see you tomorrow for a mini live. Bye now.